As we spend more time at home, we want to make the most of it with our partners. That's why I'm so excited to talk with Erica Hernandez with the Venus Veil, a revolutionary new product on the line. What exactly is it? I'm so intrigued.
I'm so glad you are intrigued. So this is the Venus Veil. It is the world's first sexual health blanket. So we are really, really excited to bring this to the market soon.
What in the world is it? What type of technology does it use it?
Yeah, so basically it was designed to improve a very wide range of common sexual conditions, right? So these are things ranging from erectile issues to vaginal decay. And usually a lot of these issues are issues of blood flow, right? So the technology kind of deals with that in that your blood is full of iron, but it can't be affected by normal magnets. So the idea behind the Venus Veil is that with the right blend of proprietary magnetic fibers, you can create a self-contained magnetic field, and that will re-stimulate blood flow and get you feeling like your 20-year-old self again.
Okay, Erica, this looks like a regular blanket, but it's
I
so
know.
discreet with the
It,
technology inside of it.
It really, really does. Yeah, it looks exactly like a real blanket. You're right. And that's kind of the beauty of it, pun intended, because there is all this technology inside of it. It's using this field of magnetogenetics I was talking about, and also a technology that's been around for a really long time that was pioneered in Germany about 80 years ago. So this is full of cutting edge technology, but it just looks like a blanket. And the idea behind that is that a lot of people, I'm sure you're aware, are really embarrassed to talk about their sexual health, right? So it was designed to be really discreet, something you can use at home, and that's also incredibly stylish.
Well, who is it for? Is it for women only, or is it for both men and women?
Right. So we think a lot about men with erectile issues, right? But it's actually definitely for women too. So the veil is being designed with the hope that it will precisely draw out the natural alkaline undercurrents of the vagina and initiate a low grade state of what we call micro death, which sounds incredibly scary, but that's actually just restarting that area's natural life cycle. So it's
And
great for
so,
women.
and so men and women are using it. How does it exactly work?
Yeah, so again, it's this basically this self-contained magnetic field. So you just have it here on your lap. You're sitting, you might feel a little bit of tingling, but this magnetic field is just sort of like re-stimulating that blood flow, right? And that's how we get to sexual wellness, to sexual health, and hopefully eventually improving a lot of those sexual conditions we're talking about.
I've been on your website, a lot of people reacting. What is the feedback you're getting, Erica?
We're getting wonderful feedback. I mean, so far this product is still in development, but we are so excited for where it's headed. I obviously have one at home, right? I've got this. I actually have two. And I don't know if you can tell through the webcam, but I am glowing. Like I feel truly amazing. I
Oh,
cannot get enough
God.
of it. Yeah.
All right,
Great.
then. Well, exciting technology, three different colors of the blanket. You can check it out on their website. It is venusinventions.com. Erica, thank you for bringing this new technology and special blanket to Utah.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you, Saray. And up next, where to find a new Harry Potter flagship store opening up soon.
This FYI is sponsored by Venus Inventions. Hi, I'm Kim Barnes with FYI Austin, joined today by Erica Hernandez, who is here to tell us about a revolutionary product when it comes to intimacy. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to tell you about the Venus Veil, which is the world's first sexual wellness blanket. We are very excited to bring this to the world soon.
Now, it looks like a pretty regular blanket.
It does. It does. It does look like a regular blanket. And that's kind of the beauty of it, pun intended. But this is the Venus Veil, which is actually meant to improve a wide range of sexual conditions from erectile issues to vaginal decay. And a lot of people are often too embarrassed to talk about their sexual health. So it was designed to be discreet and also very stylish, if I do say so myself.
And it includes some pretty interesting technology.
Yes, it does. So the team behind the veil was inspired by the field of magnetogenetics. But basically, your blood is full of iron, but it's dispersed in such a way that it isn't affected by normal magnets. So the idea behind the veil is that with the right blend of proprietary magnetic fibers, you can create a self-contained magnetic field that re-stimulates blood flow and gets you feeling like your normal self again.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, this is for both men and women?
It's for women too, yes. So hopefully the idea behind the veil is that it's designed so that it can precisely draw out the natural alkaline undercurrents of the vagina and initiate a low-grade state of what we call microdeath, which sounds very scary, but that's basically just restarting that area's natural life cycle.
Erica, what kind of results are people seeing?
People are loving it. I mean, this product is still in development, but I have 2 of these at home, and I don't know if you can tell through the webcam, but I am glowing. I mean, it's changing sexual health for people. That's what we want to do.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you next time. For more information about the Venus Veil, go to venusinventions.com.
Welcome back. Our relationships with our partners at home is an important one. And Erica Hernandez joins us now to talk about a revolutionary new product called the Venus Veil. All right. Thanks for joining us, Erica.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
beautiful. Just like a nice addition to our set today, right?
Doesn't it look amazing? I mean, you wouldn't think that this had anything to do with what we're about to
I
talk
know.
about.
So tell us all about it.
So this is the Venus Veil, which is the world's first sexual wellness blanket. We're really excited to introduce it to the world soon. And people are thinking, what is a sexual wellness blanket? It holds the promise of improving a very wide range of sexual conditions for both men and women.
Okay. Now, this looks like a normal blanket, like something you just have on the chair at home or
It
something,
really
right?
does that. It completely does, and that kind of is the real beauty of the Venus Veil, pun intended,
Yes.
right? Because again, this is meant to treat sexual conditions, but a lot of people are really embarrassed to talk about their sexual health, right? So it was designed to be something that's really discreet and also really stylish, so you can have it in your home. And it really, I mean, could it look less like a medical product?
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like that. Well, let's talk about the technology involved with this then, to
Yeah.
make sure folks know that it's not just a normal blanket to throw on your couch.
It's not just a normal blanket. So the team behind the Veil was inspired by the field of magnetogenetics, and also a technology that's been around for a really long time, was pioneered in Germany about 80 years ago. So this is old technology we've built on, but it is sort of the cutting edge of what's commercially available today. But basically how this works is off re-stimulating blood flow, which people have probably heard before in terms of sexual health, right? But for this, your blood is full of iron, but it's dispersed in a way that it isn't affected by normal magnets. So the idea behind the Venus Veil is that with the right blend of proprietary magnetic fibers, you can create a self-contained magnetic field that re-stimulates blood flow and gets you feeling like your 20-year-old self again.
All right. Now, is this specifically for women? Is it for both?
So it is for both men and women, but right, we hear about men a lot. This is, the amazing thing is that this is definitely for women too. So the Veil is being designed with the hope that it will draw out the natural alkaline undercurrents of the vagina and initiate a low-grade state of what we call microdeath, which sounds very scary to people, right? You're like, what is that? But it's just restarting that area's natural life cycle. We liken it to sort of starting the vagina's fight or flight response, and vaginas are fighters, right? So it's really, really incredible that it's especially can do so much wonderful things for women.
Now, this is something you brought it here to travel with and stuff like this. Have you actually used this personally?
Yes, so I
Okay.
have one at home. I
All
have one
right.
at home. I don't know if you can tell with all of the studio lighting here, but I am glowing. Like since using it, I honestly cannot get enough. That's why I'm so excited to be able to share this information. So I really do feel truly amazing.
Well, I'm assuming then the customers should have some good feedback as well, right?
They do, yeah. So again, we're still in development on this, but when we talk to people about this, you know, the interesting thing is that, like you said, a lot of people just look at this and they're like, hold on, this just looks like a regular blanket, right? But the more that we talk with them and hopefully do segments like these, the more that they sort of come around and realize that, like, yes, I mean, this is, it feels like it's too good to be true, but we're here, like this exists.
Okay, so you mentioned a few different things, you know, with iron and magnets and just different things like that. Are there any side effects to this at all?
Very common concern, right? But honestly, no.
Okay.
The most that you will feel with using this, or your partner, whoever's using it, right? You might feel a little bit of tingling, but we liken it to sort of what you might feel if you're standing over a really loud subwoofer or have like a tight seatbelt on a bumpy airplane ride. So it's really, really minimal, and tingling is sort of a good thing, right? We want
That's
you
kind of
to-
part of the process,
that's
right?
Part,
All
that's kind
right.
of the idea,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, we were talking about the color of it because when it came under the lights, I said, is it
Right.
sort of a pinkish or lavender color? And you're like, no,
Yeah.
actually it's gray. So does it come, I mean, if you're going to have this, maybe laying out or something like that, is there different aesthetics to it in terms of colors?
Right. So, I mean, we were discovering this sort of fun
Yeah, I
effect
know.
here too, right? That magnetic
Adding
field
to our
that-
set.
Mhm. But this comes in 3 colors. So this is what we are calling our gray, but we also have tan and brown. So these are nice neutral colors that we feel like could complement any home.
Okay, all right. Now this is something that a lot of people may be hearing for the first time. So
Yes.
they're thinking, especially women who have seen a lot of these, health questions be targeted to men. I
Right.
mean, a lot of them are.
Yeah.
So for the women out there who are thinking, maybe there's something finally for me. It doesn't involve medication or surgery or anything like
Yeah.
that. Where can they go for more information?
So for more information about the Venus Veil, they can go to www.venusinventions.com. Got more information there.
That's super easy to do.
That's very
all right.
easy.
No, and this is super soft too. I mean,
Yes,
you can just
yes.
tell by there, and then underneath it's really nice and soft too.
Yeah, you've got that sort of white underlayer. It's very comfortable. It's very convenient. A lot of people are still working from home right now, so you can use this while you're on a Zoom call.
There you go.
could take it into the office if you wanted.
Again, it's one of those things I think a lot of people right now are looking to enhance their lives, but they also don't want anything too invasive. So
Right, yeah.
this is something where, again, you're not needing a prescription or anything like that as well.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Erica. Thanks so much for coming in today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks for making it so easy. This
Yeah,
is great.
super easy. All right. Just as Erica mentioned, visit venusinventions.com to learn more about the Venus Veil Wellness Blanket. They paid for today's segment. Keep it here. We'll be right back.